Hello, my name is Vincent Anderson and I'm with the Arkansas Genealogical Society. Today we are going to take a tutorial on applying for an Arkansas Ancestry Certificate. To get this certificate, there are 5 different categories of residency that you can apply for. Be Colonial, Territorial, Antebellum, Civil War, and 19th Century. And to start filling out your form, let's go to the website of agsgenealogy.org. That's www.agsgenealogy.org. And I will click on that, and that will take us to our home page at the Society. If you come over here on the left-hand side of your bar, you will see the Arkansas Ancestry Certificate. Let's go ahead and click on that. And again, here are the 5 different categories on the web page to show you exactly the times that these categories fall within. I'm going to the very top up here, and I am going to click on the certificate application. Now, this application is 8 pages long. It is a PDF form. You can print this out, fill it in with black ink, or you can go up here and click Save, which I am going to do. And I've just now saved that to my documents in my computer. As I go through here, there will be different fields that you can fill in. But before we do that, I would like to also show you there are 2 different addresses up here on top. You have the Arkansas Genealogical Society address. Then you have the address to submit the application. Always submit your address to Mr. Tommy Carter down in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. This is the address you need to send your certificate of application for, or to. Now we are going to complete the form. I am going to do one partway through of one of my ancestors. I'm going to click on Territorial. I'm going to put a capital X in here to mark that. I am going to go up here and I'm going to keep clicking Save to save all my information I've gone through. This is where you're going to need to put in your name, the date, your address, state, zip, phone number, and email. I'll put my name in there. You need to put your whole name in here also. All these fields you can fill in. Putting in your email address. Now you can always backspace, and this will actually show corrections on your PDF. You need to put a check mark where you're going to put in a check or money order for $10 payable to AGS. And when you finish your application, you need to make sure you put in your signature here and you date it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is fill in who we are applying this certificate for. This is I'm applying for a certificate for Arkansas Ancestry on behalf of. You can put in your name, okay. You can also put in somebody else's name. I can put in my son, my daughter's name, my father or my mother's name in here, and it says for his or her direct ancestor or my direct ancestor. I am going to put in my 4th great grandfather, Mr. Neville Whalen, who lived in Lawrence County, Arkansas, and that will be 1823. And then I am going to put in here, I am a member. You do not have to be a member of the Arkansas Genealogical Society to apply for your certificate here. It's only $25 and the benefits are wonderful. I'm going to go down here to page 2 out of 8 pages. Here are the instructions. Read the entire form before completing it. Make a photocopy of this form or have a working copy to have it completed before you send to AGS. Always type or print clearly in black ink. You can always go up here to your PDF form. You can't see my little print signal sign icon up here, but you can always print it out and fill it out with black ink, clearly with black ink. or you can just type it in on this PDF form, and when you're finished you can print it out also. Recording dates. Always record the dates in this format. The day, the month, the year. Write place names with locality, county, state. For example, Washington, Hempstead County, Arkansas. Use maiden names for all women. If the maiden name is not known, do not write in the last name for her. I have that on 2 of mine. All blanks of these forms need not to be completed in order for the application to be accepted. Okay? Send legible photocopies of all documents. Do not send your originals. You need to keep your originals. Just make a photocopy of them. Do not write on the front of the photocopies or alter them in any way. On the reverse of the photocopy, you can write your name and address and the complete reference or citation where the document can be found. I am going to show you an example that you can do. Now, you can go to the back of your document and fill out all the information. Here's another suggestion. I have white shipping labels. You can get these from Avery or Mako, and here's the number that you can use for reference that. Putting in your white shipping labels, putting your information on those. I am going to give you an example here, and here is an example of all my information that I'm putting on the back of my original documents. I've got a marriage license of my mother and father. I'm going to, that will print out, and I can put that on back of my original document. So I'm going to minimize that. Retain a photocopy of all of the completed application. Any information on the lineage, family group sheet, or proof documents cannot be verified or is unclear. You will be contacted by Mr. Tommy Carter again. And here is then the address again if you have any questions. This is page 2 is a very good thing to read over and just make sure you have everything completed. Now here we are going to be on page 3, and we are going to start our direct lineage of the applicant. This can be for you or whoever. If it's for, right here it's for me, I was born, and so okay, and I'm going to put my birth date here. You're going to put in the city. You're going to put in the county. Then I am going to put I am the son. And then I'm going to put in my father's name. I am generation number 1 here. Then my father will be generation number 2. And here's his spouse, which would be my mom. And her maiden name, not her married name. I'll just put Mom Edwards. And their date of marriage and source documents. This is where we need to put in your source documents to back up for your generation here. Let me give an example how to do that. We have an Arkansas marriage license. This is what I'm going to put on the back of their marriage license and send in. I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to put that inside here. Now, as you can see, this does not wrap around to the next line. So what I'm going to do, I am going to start abbreviating. Arkansas marriage license, whoops, this needs to be a capital, and AR. You can even abbreviate county to get everything in there. And so now I have my source documentation, what to look for on generation number 2. My father was the son, and so here we go here. And this is my grandmother. And as you see, it has a spell check for you also. And then we're going to keep doing that for the next generation all the way on down. And she was the daughter. And so we keep working our way on down. And I am going to work my way all the way on down to here. and we have 8 generations, and then I can put in okay. If necessary, you can attach additional sheets to do this same format right here. We are going to next go to page 6 of our application here, and we are going to put in our Arkansas ancestor's name, not your name, but the ancestor's name. And I'll put his birth date here. He was born in Virginia. He died in Lawrence County, Arkansas. I know where he's buried at. I know his military service. I actually know his father's name, so you can put all that in there. Next, we are going to put in the children of this marriage. And so there are 10 fields here to put those children here, so we can put the name here. We can put the birth and the death date. So you'll put the birth in here and the death date there. I can put in the place, which would be Lawrence County, and when and where married. And so we have all these fields right here. We have 10 fields. If there's additional children of this marriage, which sometimes happened, you can actually put a check mark here, yes or no. We are now going to slide down to page number 7. If the ancestor whom the certificate is claimed had children by another spouse, you need to put your check mark here. And then we're going to do our source citations. These source citations, by the instructions, list below the sources from which you obtained your information. The number of the sources should correspond with the source numbers written on the square brackets for the data on the family group sheets, which would be up here. Okay. And there's the fields to work those into. And the last page that we're going to work on, description and source citation of proof document. You can put that in here. The document is offered as evidence, lived in. I would put the document's evidence for my ancestor, lived in Lawrence County, Arkansas, on and before. Then I'd put my date in there. And this portion down here is for the society use for documentation. Once you send in your application, you'll be notified. Give 6 to 8 weeks, and you will not receive back all your source citation. That is the property of AGS, and that will be put on file at AGS. You will receive your certificate, though. If you have any questions, you can always email Mr. Tommy Carter. That is also here up on page 2. I'm going to go back there really quick. Email him here if you have any questions. That's right here. I'd like to thank you very much for going through our tutorial. Have a great day.